Hi guys, I just wanted to give you a bit of an update this week about the test day I did at Curborough last week and really talk a little bit about some of the things that came from there and what I'm doing in the next 4 weeks before the championship starts at Hébécrevon on the 7th of May. So the test day at Curborough was quite wet. Sadly by the time I got there the only dry track had gone, and there were some positives that came out of it. First up, the Geartronic system is amazing. Now this is a little red LED that basically means that before I had to look behind the dash, so behind the wheel and like down below my line of sight every time I wanted to see what gear I'm in. Now the Geartronics is like a big LED that you can position where you want, so it sits right forwards and right in my line of sight, and it's a massive improvement. On top of that, the gearing felt really good. Now the car's running much shorter gearing. It was kind of difficult to tell because the track was so wet and greasy and the car was slithering around a lot, but first impressions are pretty good, I'd say. Third and final thing is that the race fan is now fixed. I took him to RH Commercials and they kindly spent quite a bit of time fitting 4 new injectors, so I don't have to worry about breaking down this season, which is a big weight off my mind. Now the negatives that came out of the test day, sadly I'm still having problems with my battery. I replaced the old battery with a lithium ion one over winter. The old one was playing up towards the end of the season and sadly I've still got some issues. A few people have told me that lithium ion's not quite so good because although it's really light, once the voltage actually drops a little bit it suddenly drops off a cliff. So really you're probably better off paying the weight penalty and having a few kilos of like a lead or a gel battery, which seems like the way I'm going to go. So a friend's checking out all my batteries at the moment and just deciding what to do. The other thing is that the Geartronics indicator, while it is really good, it does need a bit of tweaking because it's currently flicking between the gears. We think maybe this is to do with the voltage playing up, but also because once the car's actually rolling, it's getting a bit more interference, things like the alternator being under load. So it was flicking between the gears, so it was reading like 4th and 5th, 4th, 5th and 6th at the same time. So the only way really to do that is to jack the back of the car up in my garage and run the car on blocks. So it's not ideal and it feels a bit kind of dodgy to do it, but I think it's really going to be the only way for it to actually calibrate itself when the car is running in gear with like 4, 5, 6,000 revs. So that's the job I've got to do once the battery's fitted. Other than that, I tried out a couple of different camera angles. I played around with these last year and one of them is good because you're quite high up and you can see everything like the front wheels and you can get a good view of everything that's happening. But then the other one, which is putting the camera just here on my shoulder, gives a much more realistic view of actually my line of sight of what I'm seeing. Unfortunately, because of my helmet, you lose some of the left-hand side field of view. But at the same time, I think for me, it probably gives a more realistic representation of what I'm seeing when I'm driving. So in terms of watching the footage back, it's potentially a bit more useful to me. So now we've only got 4 weeks left until the first race at Hébécrevon. I'm really excited and it kind of feels a bit hectic that there's only a very short amount of time left. I've got a few more little jobs to do, like I've been finishing off the van and I've got some sponsors logos to get on the car and on the race suit. I'm really excited to be working with NG&K, especially this year. They provide the spark plugs that go in the car originally from Build with Renault, and they're going to be helping me as well as product support with some branding and some other things this season. So it's great to have a big company like that getting on board and really exciting. So one of the things is that I now have a little laptop I bought with a little Go Charlie sticker there. I got this off eBay for £60 and crucially this is going to be good for my data logging, which I didn't get around to using last year, but I really want to start using that this year. My normal computer is a Mac and you need to run it with a PC, so I had to buy one of these. And I'm hoping to get some of the data from Curborough uploaded soon, start having to play around with that using the AIM software. So really that's kind of it. It's just a bit of a montage of stuff that's happening right now. I've got some good blog posts and great photographs coming up as well from the test day with Michelle Allen, who kind of came along and took some amazing photos. So keep an eye out for those on the blog and the website, and I will see you guys probably sometime on my way to Hébécrevon, and I will catch you then. Bye.